We're about to take a deep dive into the freshwater side of things and build my dream paludarium. We already got the counter space all cleared up. Now all that's left to do is hook it up with an awesome looking paludarium. In order to get that done, I'm heading to the one fish store that I know has all of my freshwater needs. Nature Aquariums. There is a lot to unfold. First things first is we gotta pick out the tank. These are the ones that I originally wanted to go with. Henry here, the owner of Nature Aquariums. He does workshops and stuff. You guys might have seen it right here. I was really sold on setting this up until I saw the Foresta 35, which is still over here, right?
Yep.
Let's see how that's doing. I haven't checked it out since the build. This is the tank that I ended up wanting to go with because mostly the mist that comes down naturally. Like with the other tank, I would have had to set it up a little bit more. This one just kind of comes out of those holes. So the first step is gonna be to unbox our new Foresta 35. After that, we could come over here and make our selection on what pieces of wood we wanna put in there, what rock. I don't really know exactly what I'm gonna do yet. I have an idea, but I want to do it here as a general reference, so that way I make sure that I leave with what I need to finish the tank. Henry happened to pull out this piece briefly when we were looking at them, and I was like, that has to go in there somehow, some way. This is like, just picture this with some moss on it or something. It's gonna look super cool. Let's unbox this guy. Nothing like a new tank unboxing. We got a mat, the plant pads that go in the back. This is the cover and the mist maker. We got it. That thing is heavy. Oh my goodness. Added a little foam here. So this is the Foresta 35. This little guy will hold our mister, and look at how cute this little baby pump is. I love it. I think this would be a great time to let you guys know that this video is sponsored by Nature Aquariums. If you go on their website, natureaquariums.com, or come into the store, use code DREAMSTATE for 10% off for your order. They just got a shipment of tanks in, so that's why everything's kind of being organized, but I've never seen so many tanks at a store, to be honest. Like, they just have every tank, every size that you could want. Look, all stacked up here. Bigger tanks over here, more tanks up there, more tanks over here, more tanks up there. They have a lot of tanks. Check their website for upcoming workshops. They do workshops on a monthly basis, freshwater and saltwater. I will put all the info down in the description below. Thank you so much to Nature Aquariums for sponsoring today's episode. Now let's pick out some wood. It would be really cool if we could somehow have it hovering, which I think we might be able to. Hold on. What if we get one of these guys? Maybe something like that. How can we get this to float? Seems like it wants to be there. Woohoo! Freshwater aquascaping is a whole new ball game for me, but we're gonna figure it out. There are a ton of different rock options here. I don't want to go with like the browner ones. I feel like I've always just envisioned this cool like stone looking rock in my freshwater tank. So those are like big chunkers. I think we gotta go with this box here. It has a lot of the smaller pieces. This could maybe be cool too. Oh, huh. Let's just let me just stack up a couple here. I definitely feel like this is the wood that we're gonna live in. Dragon driftwood. They have all kinds here, which is really great, and different sizes, so you can kind of maneuver whatever you need to do. Look at this piece that I just found. It reminds me of like an elephant. Like, you know how you put elephants with the back to the door? What if we do something like, ooh, I don't know. But we're going somewhere. I don't know where, but we're going somewhere. This is how I process things. I pulled out every single piece that I thought was unique and that could possibly look cool in the tank. I'm obviously not going to use all of this, but now I have my select few that I could mess with and kind of come up with something that I'm happy with. So we got a couple pieces of the stone. I'm not sure how many of those I'm going to use. I also don't know about switching this one. I mean, I kind of feel like it fell right into place, so we should just let it roll. And then I got some of these bigger stones that maybe I could do something in the back to build up. And then we also have more of these cool same, like, what is it, dragonwood? Yeah, dragonwood, driftwood. I was even seeing some of these that might be cool, like cliff hang-offs or something. I would really, really like to somehow figure out a way to kind of get this from here to here, so that way the water can waterfall down and have a cool effect there. Just not sure yet how we're gonna, you know, make that happen, unless it's something like this, which this is like a slip and slide. I kind of like it. This dragonwood is definitely the most unique. I'm getting really frustrated because things are not lining up how I want them to, and it's making me mad. Pretty much all I've done is X out a couple pieces, but I can't quite get what I'm trying to get in my head. I was able to form the connection up that I wanted, not exactly how I wanted, but it might work. These are two pieces that I connected together, and then it kind of went into that little thing. I don't know what the heck I'm doing down here. I would really like to have something hanging somehow from this one here, maybe. And then I guess this will just be like grass wall in the back. I think we got it. I'm not gonna show you the completed thing yet, but we're pretty close here. Had to switch out some stuff. And these two are going to be a big part of the finished scape if I can get it to work properly. So, scaping, check. For the base, we already got some goodies here picked out as well. Henry told me that if I want to put plants in the ground area, that I need some substrate. So we're going to put this kind of like sloped in the back, like going down. And then we're going to top it off with some white like pebblies. Those are just the ones that I chose, but as you guys can see, they have a ton available in the store. And then look at all of the gravel that they have. They have brown, black, blue, green. We're gonna put some blue in there. No, but they have a ton. I'm not gonna lie, that was definitely more stressful than any of my saltwater tank setups that I've done, just because it just wasn't working out how I wanted it. But we pushed through and we got it done. We went through an extended ugly stage during this aquascape here. Like it was real bad for real long. So now it is time to get some plants. I know what I'd like in terms of what looks good, but I have no idea if it will grow good in the setup that I'm gonna be doing, or what do they need? Because we're not high maintenance around here. We need little stuff, baby stuff. This is our selection of plants over here, and Henry is gonna help us pick some stuff out. And I was thinking maybe some like longer stuff in the back to kind of give it a little bit of body.
So I think one of the cool plants would be some Cypress Helferi. And this is a plant that grows both above and below water. It's nice and hair grass like.
All right.
And then for the short little plants, right?
I
think, you know what is really cool is Cryptparva.
Oh, I like those.
Yeah, so this is a cryptocoryne. They're slow growth, low light, so they're very easy maintenance. And they're used to growing in immersed and submerged environments.
Okay, cool. Do we have a second option for the long one in the back?
How about this aluminum plant?
Oh, actually, before I touch this, very important, is any of this poisonous?
No, you're not gonna get poisoned by this, and you're not gonna be stung like corals.
That's good. You know me, I put gloves on for everything. I'm a little chicken. Yeah, I think I like these better than these stringy ones because I like the white worked into it. I think those are like very pretty leaves.
These would be good to put within your woodwork. You know how you have a lot of holes and little pockets?
Yeah.
These you can take out and actually plant them right in there.
I do know I want some sort of like little lily pad looking things. I think it's always cool when we got a couple of those floating on the tank. You got a separate little...
For you? Red root floaters. They're gonna give roots and they're gonna start turning really red once you have them into your tank.
And you just throw them, you don't need to root nothing, you just throw them on there.
They just float on the top, and the fish like it. The fish love going in.
Oh, to hide in there?
Yes. Look at these.
Oh,
and these
nice.
already have some anubias growing, and they're already been growing at the nursery, so all you do is snap them right in place.
So Foresta sends these out like this?
Yes, they're growing them like this.
And this is Christmas moss and nubia?
Anubias.
Anubias.
Yeah, and they already have the string, so you could go and stick other plants underneath the string and have them root onto this foam block.
Yeah, that's gonna make my life a lot easier.
Yeah,
definitely some of those.
How about some nice, beautiful Phytonias? Look at that.
I like those.
This is mini club moss. This stuff is a moss that actually has little branches, and those are the roots, and it'll go crawling along the wood, the foam blocks. They just like a little bit of misting, but they want to be mostly dry.
I have no idea what any of this is. Let's bring in some plants now that I'm not afraid to touch anything. That's a whole lot of plants. We're about to find out, well, not right this second, but we're gonna find out if I have a green thumb or not. I got a coral thumb, but I'm not so sure about a green thumb.
This is a crypt, and this is already in the rock wool. One of the best ways to do this, you need a little container of water, and you're gonna slowly push this out like this. And you gotta be careful as you pull this, separate it, that you don't hurt the roots. You see how the roots are coming out like that?
Yeah.
Okay, you see how there's more than one plant over here?
Oh, okay.
And then what you do is you use the water, kind of shake it all around.
You don't want that wool in there.
Exactly.
The moss walls, I'm calling moss walls, I guess they're foam blocks, right? So
Yep.
These are the ones that come with the tank, but we could just replace them with these. They're a little bit more jam-packed because, you know, they're full, but boom. And then you have already a greenery wall. We got all of our goodies. We got our laundry list here of items. We got to go home and set this all up. Thank you, Henry, so much for all your help. I'm excited to
Wait to see it.
Yeah, to put this freshwater setup together. Finally. All right, I'll add this guy in. For those of you guys that have been watching the channel for a while, you know how long I've been saying I'm gonna set up a paludarium. I'm gonna set up a paludarium. Finally, we're getting it done. And tell me, how freaking sick is that gonna look right next to the saltwater tank? I think that looks pretty good. For the pebbles, he told me that I need to rinse these first. He also gave me some crushed coral to mix in with this because it helps with something with the levels and whatnot. We already made one adjustment. I wasn't going to do the entire bottom in white, but I changed my mind last minute. Now I gotta rinse our wood and rocks. Woo! We were able to bring in a little bit of my arching from saltwater experience. I don't know, I think it looks pretty decent. It's gonna look cool once we like put some plants in there, hopefully. We gotta drop this big mama in there. Ugh. Bro, perfect. It's like I was made to freaking aquascape freshwater stuff. Come on now. These three I think I need to epoxy to accomplish what I want to accomplish. Gluing these logs together is really giving me a run for my money. I need to put in these back walls and see if I even need this one. I finally got to stick. I really want to put this piece here, but I am not sure yet if we need it. I'm gonna have to figure something else out if I do, because the glue is just, there's nowhere for it to kind of like hook into, which is causing trouble with attaching it. These pieces are really where it's at. They're $20 and they come completely covered with the Christmas moss, and I think this is called Nubia. I could be wrong, but if you were to get the plants separately alone, you wouldn't get as much to fill this entire sheet. So 20 bucks for these is I feel like a great deal. You gotta jam them in here just a wee bit more because they're packed, but looks so good. And it gives you, well, before I put this middle piece in, I want to add the red plants, these guys right here. So I need to take it out of this wool. That way I could just go ahead and use one of the strings that they used here and not have to redo anything. Don't yell at me if I'm doing this wrong here, guys. I'm trying. This is probably my favorite plant from the bunch. I really like the color on it. Now we squish it in here, like so. So these foam things are good because when the water comes out of here, it goes through and it keeps everything like moist. The other half in there, so we get a little bit of a color pop. We got all these plants in. Uh-oh. Somebody fell out. I always see freshwater people using these and I always want to use them. Guess what? Now we get to use them. We are so close. Oh, that was a good one. Yo, this freaking rock gave me a run for my money. I had a string tied around here, and then all of a sudden it just stuck there. Like it just got locked in there. So I added some super glue into the cracks. I'm gonna put the plants on it. Who knows how long it will hold. Maybe like the plants will start growing and, you know, cohese it a little bit more, but that looks freaking sick. We are so close, but we've been at it so long. The other tank lights have gone off, and that's that. They helped me at Nature's Aquarium, like kind of figure out where I'm gonna put things. That was another really good thing about going there. They're really, really great at helping you while you're there, so that way when you leave, you feel a little bit more confident about what you're getting yourself into, and you know how to handle everything. I kind of like this Christmas moss like hanging off a little bit. Almost like it's dripping down. I'm not really sure if I just don't know if it's supposed to be like this, like patchy. Does it grow all together? I don't know where this is gonna go. I'm going for jungle vibe, but I don't know. I think we just gotta add some water and see what it looks like. We're about 4 buckets in and we're starting to get water here. We gotta get to like a ½ inch from the top. I asked my mom for her plant mister. Look at this potion thing she brought me. Wow, I think I'm gonna like this plant thing. Boom, water level check. Let's get a light on here. We went with the Twin Star 30B. Whoop. Mount this guy like so. Boom, baby. Wow, it looks freaking cool with the light on. Looks really cool with the light on. We got the pump on in the back too. Everything's dripping back yonder. You got it coasting out the top here. Atomizer, mist maker, also comes with the Foresta 35. This thing looks crazy. Easy peasy. Drops right on there. Like so. Oh, I just plugged it in. Holy crap. Look how much, what? Dude, this thing is sick. Oh, let me move this back up forward more. Yo, we are out here with the Paludarium, guys. And that fog machine is going crazy right now. So sick. Alright, we gotta add our lily pads. Spruce this up a little bit. This is pretty dope. Gotta be very careful with this piece. One little bad movement and she's a goner. I want to cover this guy like a little hidden whatever. All right, we got to add our cycle stuff, which I have a little cheat sheet that he gave me here. I already did the crushed corals. I need to do ½ a cap of Aqua Clean dechlorinator, this one right here. 6 caps of the one and only nitrifying bacteria. Just times that by 6. Now we just need 20 drops of this fuel. And the finishing touch. 10 hours later, we got it done. This is the final look. Man, oh man, did this take a long time. But I think it came out pretty dope. So with the Foresta, all of the comes out these top holes, and then it goes back through behind the foam pads to keep all the plants moist and whatnot. I don't know how this Christmas tree moss and stuff will grow. Hopefully it starts to fill in and it looks real nice. I like this little island stone I found here. And then I put a little bit of an arch in the back. Kind of hard to see. Yeah, you can't really see it because it's too dark back there. But this is the ½ and ½ look. So we'll be able to see some little fishies in here a little bit better. Hopefully these will also fill in and kind of fluff that up. They want to come over here and say hello. I really like that it has dimension, whatever, however you want to say it. Like looking at it this way, looks pretty dope. If you look at it over here, looks pretty dope. I really love these plants as well. They give nice like color to it. The mist is crazy. So yeah, I think it turned out pretty good for my first freshwater scape, and I am happy with it. Huge thank you to Nature Aquariums for sponsoring today's video. Just so you guys know, a tank like this, the full setup, the tank, the plants, the substrate, the gravel, the driftwood, the rocks, all of it, this would run like around $750 for everything. They do sell all of their plants online, the tanks online, the rocks, all that kind of stuff. So the only thing that they don't sell online right now is coral. Don't forget to use the code DREAMSTATE for 10% off your order. If you go into their store, be sure to mention DREAMSTATE and they will still give you guys 10% off of your order. For all you freshwater folks out there, let me know how I did on my first freshwater Paludarium aquascaping. Hopefully we did all right. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Later.